Now we will review a part 2 project submission. So from the home screen, I'm going to open up the vendor menu, view project applications. And we can see all of the project applications that have been previously submitted. So the project that we are going to demo is project ID 119749. The part 1 status is verified and the batch status is ICC approved. So that means we can go ahead and submit the part 2 application as long as the project has been energized and received permission to operate from the utility. So to get started, I'm going to click on the edit button under the part 2 status. I previously completed this application for the purpose of this demo, so they are showing green check marks, but when you first enter the part 2 project application, you will need to complete each section to ensure that there is a green check mark. So for this example, I'm just going to open up section 1. And you will need to select yes or no on each section, indicating whether or not the information still matches what was submitted in part 1. So if there are any blank fields in any of the sections or information that needs to be changed, you will need to enter no. This will open up the fields to be edited by revisiting the section. So in this case, everything here is the same. So I'm going to save and continue, which will bring us to section 2. You need to input any missing information. So you can select no and then revisit the section and enter the interconnection details and tracking system information. Section 3, if there are any changes, again, you'll select no and then revisit the section. So from here, you need to enter the installer information along with demographic information, which includes hours by race and hours by ethnicity. You also need to enter the number of hours worked by zip code for any employees who installed the system who lived in Illinois. Job training program hours also need to be recorded. You do have the option to add additional job training programs in this section if the training program is not listed here. You'll save and continue. Brings us to section 4. You'll need to input all of the equipment details, including module and inverter information. You will also indicate if your system has battery backup and your total project cost. So to make changes, again, you can revisit the section and then select save and continue. So after you've completed all the necessary fields, you will get a green checkbox by each section. You will then need to read through the attestations and attest to anything that is applicable to this project. If there are differences between part 1 and part 2 that you would like to explain, you can do so here along with the additional comments box. Just like with part 1, there are required documents. So in this example, I have already uploaded a document for each required upload. So I believe that I've completed everything I need, so I'm going to submit. And I get a confirmation that the application has been submitted. So now if I go back to view my project applications, I can see that the test form that we just used is now in part 2 submitted status. The project will now go into the application processing queue for review, and I will be notified that the application has been either been verified or that there is a request for additional information needed.